Good morning, guys. And this is what a British church looks like, apparently. Just walking down here because we're going to the canal, just down that way. But today there's something amazing, something that you only see a few times a year. No, I'm not talking about a solar eclipse or anything like that. I'm talking about sun in London. As you can see, it's pretty sunny, it's very nice. If you saw one of the previous videos, I talk about that, the fact that it's really rare to see sun in London. But yeah, sounds like it looks like it could be a good day to film and just get outside, get a nice walk. So where we're going is we're going down the canal. Now there is a lot of canals, of course, in London, but this is the biggest one. So this canal starts from somewhere down the east side of the city, and it goes all the way up around the city of London and through the main neighborhoods like Angel, which is where we are at today. Angel, and then King's Cross, which is just a little bit further west, and it's one of the biggest stations in London. You've even got international trains. Anyways, it goes all the way down to Regent's Park, which we might see in one of the next videos. Regent's Park is also the location for the London Zoo, which is very nice. If you're in London, I recommend seeing it. If you're here during summertime, spring, you're here with kids, whatever, you want to see animals, so that's the zoo you can find in the center, right in the city center, so you don't need to go outside or anywhere else. There are probably other zoos, as I said, well, a little bit outside, a little bit further out of the city, of the center. But yeah, if you don't want to go far, that's nice, and it's not too expensive if I remember correctly. So let's go down now. We're almost at the canal.
Of the toy.
Oh shit, of course.
So here we go, we're getting down the canal here. As you can see, it's very popular for jogging and whatnot. But check it out now, these boats are obviously used. They're bought and you know, you can pay rent for the place where you are leaving your boat. I'm not sure how much is how much are the rates or anything, but once I spoke to a guy that owned a boat, and he said he paid some 40 grand for it, and it's obviously much cheaper than renting an apartment. Now the reason we are going down this way is because we should get to somewhere called the Broadway Market, which is gonna be like a nice food place, and yeah, just interesting shops, I guess. We'll have a look. And as usual, the little ducks can be missing from our videos. Now there is boats for miles and miles, but as I was saying earlier, towards the east side the canal kind of splits and goes into just different areas, just keeps going on different neighborhoods and whatnot. So there's a, well, on this side there is like a lot of little water bodies, let's say. Oh, check out that building, guys.
Yes. I will try and give it some life here, but I don't know if it's going to go the other way.
Now, the reason I always talk about the whole never seeing the sun in London is not because I'm whiny and annoying. It's because there is actual historic, events that caused it to be like this. During the first industrial revolution, around the 1820s and 1830s, the heavy use of polluting materials, especially coal, it kind of started, getting, spreading pollution, as I said, in the skies. So they would become really foggy. Especially in the 1890s, there was a peak of foggy days in London, which was about 60 days per year, which they were completely foggy. And obviously nowadays they're not as foggy, but they're still cloudy, and it's really hard to get the sun shine through. So the remains of those years, there is still, the pollution is still remains. But yeah. Alright guys, look at this interesting boat. I'm not sure why it's like that, but it could be a bar of some kind. No, check this out. This boat's engine is one of the causes of the pollution. Just kidding, of course. Alright guys, I think we've made it to the market. So there is a little bit of street food. But it's like a Jamaican cuisine or Asian, just anything but British cuisine.
It can also help you with like focus and productivity. So you know when you get that kind of like mid-afternoon like slump, that 3 p.m. slump, CBD can kind of just bring you back up without making you like caffeine jittery. So it's good. It's really good for you. Like it's one of these like, I'm not gonna say it's a miracle because that's crazy. Do you want to have that taste of this one? Super tasty. It's really good. Really
Is there alcohol in it? Or?
No alcohol.
Oh, there's no alcohol. Oh, just CBD. Okay.
Yeah, just CBD. You know, I say just CBD. Do you want to have a taste? Which one do you want to try?
Maybe.
Or you can try whatever. It's our new flavour today, actually. So we make this one. Wow. This is a lemon mix. And then this ginger one is made with ginger.
Let's try.
And then these ones are just drink.
Alright guys, we got the CBD, ginger and apple, and it's pretty alright, even though I don't like apple juice. But yeah, so but if you guys don't know, CBD, it's like one of the ingredients of cannabis, of course, but it's supposed to be like the healthier, well, let's say the one with the most benefits compared to, you know, just dangerous substances that you can find inside cannabis. So CBD has somehow in the last few years has somehow become some kind of icon, some kind of lifestyle icon, to be like, you know, I drink CBD or I smoke CBD. There's oils, every kind of products that you can think of, even shampoos, I think. So yeah, just be like, oh, I'm healthy, I'll drink CBD, or I take CBD because it's got these health benefits, like you know, fighting against anxiety, or yeah, just like calming and just these type of effects. And yeah, it seems like it's getting very popular. But yeah, this is not bad. It's hot, but it's not bad. Ginger, apple, CBD. Let's keep going now through the market.
Nothing new.
Now, because there's no real, as I was saying, there's no real, well, there are a few, I guess, but there's not much, there's not a lot of choice when it comes to traditional British food, except for like Cornish pastry, which I didn't find anyways, or like, I guess like Angus beef, or sorry, Herefordshire beef or something like that. So I guess burgers or steaks. But yeah, so I ended up having an empanada, which is a traditional, well, in this case was traditional from Argentina, and it's nice. And I think it's basically like a taco, but fried, just closed and fried. That's what it is.
I like it.
Now we're just walking down this park. I think it's called London Fields.